All right, Shalom, Kahalayim La, Yahweh Bashim, Yahshua Bashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and love to all the brothers, men's work, and truth and sincerity. Shalom. It's the brother Patak back at you again through the Spirit with another lesson. Lord willing, is edifying. As you can see, it says 6-year-old black boy, which is a Jake son. He was 6 years old. He was shot by an Asian man who is now out on a $10,000 bond. And this video really angers me, man. It's just another example of the devil's these heathen nations being in cahoots against the nation of Israel. Now, if you let the roles would have been reversed, that would have been a Jake that shot a 6-year-old Asian boy, it would have been a different fucking story, man. I'm sick of you fucking hypocrites, man. You Edomites ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking hypocrites, man. A bunch of fucking hypocrites. A bunch of hypocrites, man. Okay, the word hypocrite means a false pretender to virtue or religion. Let's see. This is a person who professes beliefs and opinions that he or she does not hold in order to conceal his or her real feelings or motives. So, this is a clear example of showing you devils that you a bunch of fucking hypocrites, man. Let that situation would have been with another Jake. Let that situation would have been with a Jake, and it would have been a different outcome. Jake would have got thrown under the jail. It's not fair, man. It's not fair to It's not fair, man. That's not judging righteously. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. It says, "Keep not thy silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." So, because all of these nations, they're in cahoots against the nation of Israel, man. They really are in league together. Now, if that would have been a Jake, it would have been a different story, man. Jake would have got put under the damn jail for shooting a little Asian boy. But, they can get burned for shooting a little, a shooting so-called nigger baby, man. A so-called Negro child. That's not fair judgment, man. That's not fair judgment. This is verse 2. It says, "For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." Right? And these nations, they're in league together with Esau, man. They're in bed together, with this devil. They have been like in cahoots for a very long time, man. And it's not fair, man. That's not how you judge. That's not fair judgment. It says verse 4, "They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Now, you got to remember, technically in this society, I believe it's in the Constitution, we're considered 3/5 of a man. So, we're not even, it's when it comes down to Jake, something and happening to us, and we, complain about it, they're gonna act like we just bitching. And we supposed to just get over the shit, man. It's not fair, man. This is a clear example of, Jake not being treated fairly. And Esau not judging righteously, man. It says that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So all of these nations, they're against us. They're against the nation of Israel, man. They're against nation of Israel. They hate us. And trust me, the feeling is mutual, man. The feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. That's why we need Yahushua, who is a true judge. He's going to judge righteously. This is verse 5. It's, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom," which is the number one the number one enemy of the nation of Israel, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes. So all of these nations are confederate. Gebal and of Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. These nations are in cahoots together against the nation of Israel, man. And for, that man to get off free after shooting a 6-year-old boy, man, it just sickens me, man. And Yahushua is going to be that true judge that's going to execute true judgment. And let me get something real quick. Where is it at? Let's see, governor. Bear with me 1 second. No, I passed it. Where is that in the book of Isaiah? Isaiah chapter 9, I believe. Bear with me 1 second. This is Isaiah chapter 9. I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "Unto us a child is born, and unto us a son is given. And the government shall be upon his shoulder." This child is talking about Yahushua. "And the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end." So once Yahushua takes over, there's going to be, righteousness that's going to be flourishing the earth. And you ain't going to see shit like this going down, man. Little Jake's getting hurt and there's nothing being done about it. Esau always gives them, any other race outside of the nation of Israel, he gives them a slap on the wrist when they commit a crime. But let Jake do the same crime, he'll get crucified, man. It says, upon the throne of David, which son is which Yahushua is in the lineage of David. It says, "And upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and justice for henceforth even forever." Because once Yahushua establishes his kingdom, it's going to be a kingdom of peace, man. You ain't going to have to worry about, nobody trying to kill you or nothing like that, because guess what? They ain't going to be able to touch you. They ain't going to be able to touch you, man. The Lord is our shepherd. He going to protect us. It says, "The zeal of Yahweh of hosts will perform this." Now, the reason why I'm doing this video, man, because it's just fucking ridiculous, man. It's hypocrisy at its best. A 6-year-old boy, a little Jake child got shot in the arm by an Asian man, and he got a bond. What kind of shit is that, man? Let the roles would have been reversed. It would have been a different fucking story, man. And that's what we hate about this place. It's no justice, man. Let me get that real quick in Habakkuk. I ain't want to make this lesson too long. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse is it 4? It says, "Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth." Right, and that's America for you. Judgment never goes forth. I mean, at least not righteous judgment. Righteous judgment does never go forth, man. It says, let me see. It says, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. So it's judgment that goes on, but it's not, it's not right judgment. It's not righteous judgment, man. It doesn't benefit. It doesn't solve any real problems in here in America. Let me see. Let me look at this word justice, because justice never goes forth. It says, "The exercise of authority and vindication of right by assigning reward or punishment. The quality of being fair and just. And that's not America. Just, you call yourself a, you call it a judicial system, a justice system. Ain't no fairness in that system, especially when it comes down to being an Israelite man, or so-called Mexican, or so-called Negro. There's no fairness in it. They throw the book at Jake because that's their hatred, and that's their hatred towards you. And it's not fair. But when Yahushua returns, he's gonna be the real righteous judge that's gonna do, he's gonna do righteousness in the earth. It says moral soundness and conformity and truth, justice, legal rights, jurisdiction, righteousness, equality, equity. That doesn't happen here. Not for Jake. But everybody else gets equity, and everybody else gets, proper judgment. This is unfair. And that's why we say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Babakashah Babakashah Abad Babal, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Babakashah Babakashah Abad Babal. Because we have a hypocrite as a judge, man. These devils, these Edomites, they're nothing but a bunch of fucking hypocrites, man. They don't know how to judge. They're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. So they don't know how to judge. Okay, the word equity means quality of being equal or fair, imperative and partially in dealing with others. Equality, fairness, equal rights, kindness, moderation, even, just, equal. So that is not what happens here in America. Everything is off balance. Everything is unfair towards the nation of Israel, man. And it clearly shows, man. It clearly shows. I just wanted to do a quick lesson, speak a few words on this matter, this subject matter. And this is just more hell. This is right here to let us know we're still in hell, man. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying with a quick lesson through the Spirit. When they say, call Allah, Yahweh Bashem Shabbat Shrum Kakodash, double honors to apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone, much peace and love and salutations to all the brothers in this work, and truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Wa Ba Papa, Wa Ba Adawam, Shalom.